Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Morrowind. Well, last time, I became the Pope of the Tribunal Temple, and that means there's gonna be some changes to the dogma we all follow, okay? Like, say, for example, the Nerevarine, no longer heresy. We like the Nerevarine now. Vivek, however, he sucks. Let's get straight on with tearing down those stupid statues. And today, right, there is business back in Balmora I do want to pick up, but I feel like, we can't move on before we made a bit more of a big deal out of me being the Pope, because of particular note, I did pick up, very recently, this rather extravagant robe. The same robe, in fact, that the Pope was wearing, like the last Pope. Now, me being the Pope, that means, as far as I'm concerned, I need a fancy robe too. And this robe looks pretty fancy, but it's not actually that special. It's just, some random thing I found somewhere. I can't even remember where I got it now. But I can't help but notice that I'm currently standing, in Vivek, right next to House Telvanni, and their very talented enchanters, while holding 17,000 gold I'm not using for anything, and a couple of really bloody nice soul gems. So, oh yeah. I think I'm going to kick off today by making an incredibly fancy Pope robe. Here we go, one Telvanni enchanter, so I've no idea whether, different enchanters at different skill levels are making better or worse items, but screw it. I'm going to assume the official enchanter inside the Telvanni canton, you've got to be pretty good at your job. So, enchanted robe, brilliant, and now... Okay, Grand Soul Gem with a Golden Saint or Daedroth. Now, the value of the Golden Saint is higher, so I'm assuming that's the better soul. So, okay, I can now put any effect I want onto this thing, and if I've got this right, because some people were telling me about this in the comments, ordinarily, enchantments you've got to set in such a way as it's a spell that you cast, like you find all over the place. But if the soul is good enough, you can set a constant effect. But you can't do that with the smaller souls because, yeah, it's just too good. Constant effects are just the absolute best. So, just out of interest, yeah. Put in the other soul, the Daedroth. Are you good enough to... No. Presumably that's a pretty big soul, but not enough to be a constant effect. So, okay. Slap on the Golden Saint. So, okay, whenever I see a Golden Saint... 100%, I should be like, trying to soul trap that thing. And now, oh, this is going to be really expensive, by the way. This is going to be terrifyingly expensive. Okay, just for fun, I was curious what, permanent levitation would cost. Turns out the base price is 12 grand, and it goes up by another 12 grand for every, basically, yes, 1 point after the first two. So, okay. Don't worry about that, that's fine. I don't need to be flying all the time or anything. And even then, oh blimey. The enchantment capacity of this gown actually isn't that much. Okay, right, I'm starting to see the problem here, yes. Oh, you know what? I figured out the perfect thing, because, fine. This thing doesn't have the enchantment capacity, told an incredibly powerful spell or anything. But what it can do is be incredibly bloody useful to me. Because if I just put a permanent effect of Slow Fall of 1 on this robe, I will never take full damage again, under any circumstances. And it's a bargain at only 12 grand. Good sir, please enchant the official Pope robe. So now, we just slap this on, I am looking fabulous. And now we can just throw ourselves off any cliff we want. And never take any full damage. Ever again. Oh, this was a genius idea, John. Anyway, with that done, yes, I want to turn my attention back to the Mages Guild. Because, given, my current rank needs a skill to be at 70, that implies I'm getting very, very high up in the Mages Guild right now. And as I know from my time with the Temple... Yeah, when you get to about this level, all of a sudden, the rewards become stupidly good. So, right, let's head back to Balmora and pick up some business there. Though yes, now I'm back here, I'm starting to remember the problems I had with you in particular, Rhaenys. have you put a stop to that unsanctioned training? No, I haven't, because the training in question was restoration. You told me about this, but restoration, 1, isn't even in your remit, and 2, restoration training does just kind of sound like, you know, being a doctor and training other people in first aid. Like, that's basically a social good. We shouldn't be shutting that down, Rhaenys. And, yeah, we go murder those Telvanni people. Which, in retrospect, was probably justified, because House Telvanni, I'll give you, there is some weird stuff going on in there. You know what, fair, I can understand why you told me to go and do that. But still, I don't entirely like or trust you, Rhaenys. Here we go. An Argonian at the Southwall Corner Club needs to be told to stop offering unsanctioned training, though, as I say, if it's an option, yeah, I feel like I'm going to be increasingly solving these missions in a way that is opposed to Rhaenys. Me and Rhaenys aren't getting on. My friends, let's me and you have a nice chat about how I am 100% okay with you doing training. So, yeah, if I ask about the training, I don't offer services. Who told you that? Okay, normally 38 would be more than enough disposition to get him to offer training. If he's not offering training, it's because, yeah, he figures I might be, you know, here to shut him down or something. And here we go. Let's talk about your unsanctioned training, my friend. Look at these people. They can't afford the services of the Mages Guild. Is it wrong to make their lives easier? Maybe you can convince me. Right. I mean, he's not wrong. Like, it sounds like I'm 100% on his side. Like, that's fine. So, okay. How precisely am I going to do that? Well, 1. John. Excuse me, I'll be back in just a second. Because, yes, if what we're doing right now is, you know, speaking to people, questing, etc., etc., that means there's one new toy I should definitely have on me. Assuming I can, like, you know, bloody find it in the pile, because... Okay, I know you're in here somewhere. Mask of Clavicus Vial. Beautiful. I should put that somewhere, like, you know, more memorable. Because that's important. We need that on occasion. Oh, fun fact, by the way. So, yes, possibly my recent visit to go and say hi and have tea and biscuits with Dagoth didn't go down very well. Because, yeah, his sleepers are still, like, coming up to me. But they're getting a bit more nasty, by the sounds of it. The wickweed is winnowed, and under the harrow, the earth is prepared for planting. The Enoir must die, and their flesh served to sweeten the soil. I'm technically an Enoir, aren't I? You foreigner, you must die. Beasts and men, outlander Mer, all must die. Flee his wrath and quit this land if you would live, or your flesh shall feed the earth. Okay, but like, just out of interest... Oh, he's actually going to try and attack me! Okay, well that's fascinating, though. Oh, sir. This is embarrassing for you. I'm just going to stay over here and... Nope, no, he's running off over there somewhere. No, it's fine. Come back, sir. Come back, I thought we were fighting. You know what? I've decided you're not worth killing. Not by me anyway. I'm just going to summon a tiny skeleton who's going to... Tim. Your job is to go and get that guy. No, skeleton friends. Don't fall in the... Skeletons. Not known for their abundance of intelligence. Like, you know, their brain has very literally rotted away. Right, so he's dead now, and... okay, nothing special on him, like, say, you know, an ash statue, a note, one of those pendants or whatnot. Just, you know, regular guy who decided to attack me. Fascinating. As I say, really bad idea. Don't attack the Pope. The Pope knows how to cocky defend himself. Okay, now this is a bit better right here. With the mask on, disposition goes straight up to 53, which is going to make it, yeah, much easier to maybe just do regular persuasion without having to bother with, you know, the whole bribing him thing. And I'm busy that day, sorry. Thank you, Arya, thank you very much. Okay, it's sort of working. Yes, what can I say? You're not so bad yourself. Okay, 73. It's probably enough here. So, go back down to unsanctioned training. So what if, hypothetically, you were to return to Rhaenys and tell her that I agreed to stop training, and suppose that if you did that, I decided to offer training to my good friends. and I 100% agree. Like anything that undermines Rhaenys, okay? Trebonius is an idiot. Rhaenys is incredibly dubious. In fact, if there's a civil war coming between the Mages Guild and House Telvanni, they do seem to sort of hate each other. I mean, that might be a good opportunity to just destroy the Mages Guild once and for all. Then again, John, if you're worried about, Rhaenys being a bit dodgy, House Telvanni are way dodgier. For the time being, you can keep training people in magical first aid nice and cheap, my friends. So, let's just say that the unsanctioned training has been well and truly taken care of. And yes, you would offer me advancement right now, but I need, 70 destruction before she'll formally agree to it. And I think I'm on 69 right now, so we're very, very close indeed. Okay, a scholar needs an escort to Pleiad, but I want that person's notes. And Rhaenys, is there any mission you're going to give me at any point that isn't incredibly dodgy, that doesn't involve murder or theft or shutting down first aid courses? So, Ita Merrill has just arrived in Balmorra, doesn't know his way around. He wants to be escorted to the halfway tavern in Pleiad. I don't care if he makes it or not, Arya. I just want a copy of his notes. He should be waiting at the 8 plate, so, Sorry, are you literally ordering me to take someone out into the wilderness and then murder them so his stuff can be brought back to you? We need to do something about Rhaenys. Rhaenys needs to be cocking stopped, damn it. And I think, the place you mentioned, the 8 plates, that's this bar right here at the right by the temple. Lovely. So, right, which one of you is it? There we go. Literally the first person I tried. Ita Merrill. Okay. Let's talk about the Mages Guild and... Right, so he is Mages Guild. This isn't like, a rogue wizard who she's trying to bring into line. This is a member of the guild. Like, she wants me to kill and steal from a fellow guild member. Okay, Rhaenys, seriously, what the cock is up with you? And if I ask about his notes directly, it's refreshing to see a young orc with an interest in scholarship. But I can't give my notes to just anyone. Maybe after I get to Pleiad. So, okay, bare minimum, if we get him there and then persuade him to hand over the notes, he doesn't need to die. So, a lead to the way to the halfway tavern in Pleiad, Arya, and, that is barely round the corner. The only slight problem being, like my naked Nord friend back in the day. If I get away from you, like, too far, there's a good chance you might just stop, and then, cease following me. So, okay, hang on. Hang on. Just out of interest, could I bring back an older friend from my time in Oblivion? Fortify attribute speed, but on touch, not on self. There we go. 50 points for 20 seconds. That's a 70% chance, and it will be high because I've got various ways of, boosting my willpower and whatnot. That should help speed things up a bit. Welcome back, hurry up you slow bastard. It's good to see you again. Right, quick rest to get my magic back. Ita Merrill. Let's just put that on you. And now, let's see if maybe you can do a better job. He's definitely keeping up a bit better than he was, and presumably this is going to be good for my restoration and whatnot. So, okay. That will get us there much bloody faster. Beautiful. So you just stay with me, my friend. That's probably worn off by now. There you go. Bit more magic for you. So, alright. Now we can just make progress in a hurry. I mean, okay, he's no me or anything, because... Excuse me.
There's no time for talk.
Oh, there's just more cocky dreamers floating around. And I have not betrayed Lord Dagoth. Alright, I specifically went to have tea with him. He's the one that said, oh no, come back later when you suck, lass, and was very vague about that, actually. This is not my fault. I'm sorry you had to see that, Ita Merrill. I've got, some other stuff going on, as well as, this whole flipping Mages Guild thing. Right, cut through the alley, back out to the road that goes to Satanim. We're basically most of the way there already. Beautiful. Oh, also, hang on. Okay, watch out for Ita Merrill. He's apparently a bit of a badass because I was just, heading off-road to take out a few creatures with fire bites. I think the lad just tossed in, an electricity spell. but friendly fire is 100% a thing. So I was caught in the radius and that just straight bloody half my health bar. Okay, maybe stick to like fireballs if there's more rats on the road, because otherwise this lad will possibly just electrocute me to death. Anyway, I think I'm seeing, there we go. Village outskirts and also cast in the background. We've made it to Pleiades. I say we. Okay, it's possible I left him behind at some point. Hang on, I will be right back with you, my friend. Where did you bloody end up? There we go, he's making his way here. Honestly, he's doing very well, like he's doing his best to catch up, bless him. Thank you for taking me to Pleiades. You are an excellent guide. I really wasn't. I sprinted off into the distance. We were attacked by a naked, insane person. At one point, you shot me with lightning by mistake. It's not been a great trip, my friends. And you've been very gracious to escort me here, and show great promise for a warlock. So, okay, he's willing to give me a copy of his notes. Beautiful. And before I hand these notes over... Right, persistence of oblivion streams. Which sounds potentially, you know, dangerous. The Oblivion Crisis, of course, is only just round the corner. Though apparently it's a bit beyond me. All about daedrons, which I've never heard of before, polarity, etc, etc. So, okay, some very advanced stuff about, you know, the Oblivion plane, where monsters but also maybe magic comes from. And once again, she's not willing to promote me, so... You know what, that started to annoy me, so hang on. Hang on. Someone round here definitely offers destruction training, right? There we go. Give me one level of that, my friend, and... John, of course they can't offer destruction training. Your destruction is like 69. Unless there is a master trainer in this building, no, they won't be able to do a thing. Okay, let's get back to you, because once again, yeah, there is a good possibility I'll be sent to a situation where I can use my destruction. And I believe Tashpi Ashbel in Margan has been practicing necromancy. Which I was under the impression was, like, legal. Finder and killer. The Mages Guild cannot tolerate necromancers. Okay, well, one, tell me more about her. Okay, she lives in Margan. Right, you're not feeling chatty. You're just sending me off to do murder and whatnot. Though, not a difficult assignment, Aria. Go to Margan, find her, and kill her. Okay, I know for certain necromancy isn't properly illegal round here. Here we go. In the Empire, which Morrowind is technically part of, although that is, you know, somewhat contentious, it's a legitimate discipline. Now, the Dunmer aren't keen on it and put necromancers to death, but the Dunmer also summon their own dead to guard tombs, hence the skeletons and whatnot floating around in the tombs I'm looting. So, right. Sacred necromancy is righteous, philosophical necromancy is evil. Okay, so this seems to be causing, yes, some annoyance and concern for other members of the guilds. But given you yourself, Rhaenys, are a Dunmer, right, is this, you know, more of a personal thing than official guild business? You're basically abusing your position to assassinate necromancers, even though it's kinda legal. Especially here, because this is the Mages Guild, which is kind of based in the Empire, and we're in a House Lalu town, which is very much imperial. And okay, the person we're looking for is Tashpi Ashbale. She lives in the last house on the right before the shrine. So, right, we've got directions to her house. The shrine is, yeah, this building here. So, is that you? There we go. Tashbane. Just be ready for potential trouble, though.
Yes, Outlander?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't look at this house and think, oh, yeah, here's an evildoer who's raising the dead and whatnot. Just poke inside. Right. Regular clothes, no skeletons, no sign of, you know, soul gems. The book is...
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. Regular temple stuff, actually. Okay. Tashpain. Let's me and you have a nice chat. Though I will try and, yes, admire her a bit. Oh. One compliment, straight up to 75. And that should be enough for most things. So, yes. Let's chat necromancy. Necromancy, I'm not a necromancer. Who said I was? What if I say the name Rhaenys to you? I say, I refuse to join the guild. I chose to practice healing among my people, away from guild politics. Since I was a Velothian not well born like Rhaenys, well, it's not important now. Maybe I know a way out of this situation. Right. So Rhaenys basically, yes, wants everything to be under the control of the Mages Guild. Anyone who doesn't submit to her authority, House Telvanni, just random people who want to practice their own little branch of magic. She wants them either signed up or, more often, dead. Still, bare minimum, yeah. The game does seem to be, agreeing that Rhaenys might be a problem and we might need to be working around her. Because various missions she gives me, I could just basically ignore her instructions and do it a much nicer way, or even just, straight up lie to her and not do what she wants at all. So, okay. If she's held a grudge this long, it would be best for me to leave. There are plenty of towns that could use a healer. Tell Rhaenys I'm dead, I'll leave Vardenfell, Rhaenys need never know. Honestly, I feel bad that you have to, abandon your town in order to literally flee to a different province, but... okay. It's the best option we've got. Off you go. I'll go lie to Rhaenys. Oh, and I tell you what, while I'm in a blight storm, and thus there might be, a slightly tougher blighted enemies floating around, and also... okay, the dreamers are now just spawning everywhere. Got it. But yeah, just keep finishing them off. Finish nearby birds off too, and... okay, you're kind of stuck on a tree right now, aren't you? That's fine. Fireball is fine, just use that to take you down. I swear, we are right on the cusp of... there we go. Destruction cocking 70. At long last. Okay, back to cocking Balmora. So, number 1, no, the citizens of Margan do not need to worry about necromancy, and as it turns out, they never did. But okay, at this point we can't get away with slightly vaguer phrasing. We need to straight up lie to Rhaenys. So, yes, I most definitely killed the necromancer. She is truly dead. You've done me, the guild that is, a great service. We need to get rid of you. We need to replace you with someone else, like, Ajira. I mean, she's probably way too junior. But, she likes me. She'd be a great guild leader. And more importantly, now that I'm, flipping 70 in my destruction, let's talk about advancement, though... okay, or not, because, right, this isn't the first time this has happened. One time, yes, I came for a promotion, they said, no, not till you've paid your guild subscription fee. Now, apparently if I want to go up to, the next level, I need a wizard staff if I want to be a wizard. And you know what, that does make sense, that does, intuitively feel right, that's fair, Rhaenys. And I could sell your wizard staff, but they're quite expensive at 5 grand. However, I also know the location of a former member of our order who may still have her staff, and, by any chance, is this person, a Neon, someone who, you fell out with, and they tried to leave the order, and now functionally, this is just an elaborate way of you sending me to assassinate them. But okay, I'm gonna ask. Any wizard staff will do, but it's no crime to take one from a renegade and outlaw, like a Neon. Last I heard, she was in the Caverns of Swords. Okay, I feel like, yes, possibly this is yet another person on your list of people you want dead because there is just something cocking wrong with you, Rhaenys. But, well, one, could just kill Rhaenys. Logically, if she outranks me, because she could still hand out, advancements and whatnot, she's got to be holding a wizard staff. That's one option, but there is a much neater one as well. Here we go. Ajira very recently told me about the Staff of Magnus. Now, if that's the same Staff of Magnus that turns up in Skyrim, it's a big deal. Logically, that would count too. And as it's a big important proper staff, I mean, that would be quite a status symbol. And yeah, the name of the cave is Asu. We're looking for, yes, a cave-style door on the mountain called Asu. Gotcha. And perfect timing when we arrive. 1, it's morning, and 2, the weather is, for this bit of the world, actually pretty bloody decent. Logically, hang on. I remember something curious about Mount Cand, which is there was one path we never actually went along. Because, yes, there was the path that led to the summit, but there was another branch that didn't do anything, though. Okay, well, I'm here, I think. Okay, I'm pretty sure I also hear a flipping, yes, a bird up ahead, so it's getting swarmed by the local wildlife. That's fine. Good way of just practicing my old destruction magic. Lovely. Firebite. Firebite is just so useful. Never lets me down, so, okay. Eyes open, given there is... Okay, there's just a large demon over there, for some reason. I find a big hammer is the easiest option for dealing with, yes, an Ogrim, though. You're just a basic Ogrim, not like, you know, an Ogrim, a Titan or anything, so, okay. This is, in fact, by the looks of it, a dead end, and if we go down there, that's definitely not really Mount Cand anymore. Possibly my first thought wasn't quite right. Right, go back up to bloody hell, the Blightstorm's now started. My period of good visibility is over, which is a problem because, yeah, if I want to, like, fly over this area and look for caves, that was kind of, you know, how we were going to do it. Now I can barely bloody see. But yeah, the mountain is not that big. Keep on keeping on in this direction. This is the cave going into the shrine, right? Yeah, Mount Cand Cavern. That's like, you know, where we did all of that business. So, okay. Keep on keeping on. See what we can find. Oh, here we go. There's a branch off the path, literally right here. Next to it, there it is. Assauant. Someone's definitely trying to bite me right now. Who the cock is trying to bite me? I just heard a... Sorry! For once it wasn't a cliff racer, it was just a rat! So yeah, Mount Cand is literally that door right there. And then Asu is barely round the corner. So, okay. Let's make sure we're properly prepared for this. Because if this is, yeah, a sorcerer's cave, well, that is something I can most definitely... Never mind, the cocky cliff racer showed up eventually. Right, as I was saying, mages I can actually deal with. Number one, change out the armor. Because, yeah, sure I'm getting, like, you know, loads of armor, shield, etc, etc. But I don't think actually, yeah, armor affects the damage that magic does. That's purely handled by magic resistance. So if I put the Saviour's hide back on, take off of my ring that deals with normal damage, and, by the way, as I understand it, yes, this is not quite as good as I thought it was. Because normal weapons doesn't mean all physical weapons. It's just weapons below a certain level. So, you know, steel, iron, that sort of thing. Though, reflect is, you know, nice for 20%, absolutely. But yeah, apparently most of the time against high-level enemies, that's not doing a thing. And on this occasion in particular... Give me my magic resistance back. Because with those in play, yeah. Straight away, we're up to a good 105% magic resistance. Keeping in mind, Elfborn, though, we need to, yes, just get a tiny bit more going on. And my put your boots on spell is precisely how we're gonna do that. Though, admittedly, yeah, that only lasts for 10 seconds. But... Given my main strategy for dealing with mages is run at them with a big hammer and smash them with our aforementioned hammer, 10 seconds might be all I need. So okay, in we go. The problem being, yes, whoever's in here, they've already got the Staff of Magnus, and not just the Staff of Magnus. Let's just bait you into... Never mind, he just got the attack off anyway, so get round the corner. Avoid you. 2 hits, never mind. 3 takes you down, taking a bit of damage, but that is fine. This is why we, you know, bring 10 billion health potions wherever we're going. Lovely. To offset that, so... okay. Be ready for trouble. And I see... Okay. There's a person there who's got also... Hang on. Let's just, you know, deal with your hired and or summoned help first. So, no. No. And go down. Lovely. And no, 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 no. Now we back away for a second. Activate, yeah, my magic resistance. Stop failing, John. There we go. Right. Basically, I want you to try your best on me. Oh, dear. It's not doing very much, is it? Not doing very much at all. I think she got a tiny bit of poison on me. Apparently she was into the poison, but... oh yeah, this is working. Okay, there's more flipping, you know, wandering demon crocodiles yet. Just let them do their thing. Back away. Pretty sure I just got caught in the splash radius there. That's fine. Blunt weapons go up a little bit. Okay. Just drop a little bit more. Yes, less effective healing on myself just to keep things going. Question is... oh, she might not have been, you know, the ultimate mega wizard or whatever. She might have just been, you know, the person who minds the door. Right, rest until healed, because for the time being we are doing okay. But how big is this? Oh, I see you. I flipping see you. But okay. Did I just literally set? Hang on, have I got fire bite or fire bolt set at the moment? Fireball, in fact. Neither. Firebolt doesn't even exist. Right, you're made of ice. I'm assuming you are, like, you know, a bit weak to the older fire and whatnot. You're probably going to start casting ice magic at me at some point. If you do, oh, I have got a surprise for you, buddy. Which is, I've got frost-resistant robes, a frost-resistant hat. Doesn't matter, because your pitch just be stuck on the scenery. Oh, Bethesda games never change. Right, there appears to be something going on in here, presumably over there. So, okay, get my... oh, blimey. Don't know why I just did a little kind of, you know, sway to the side there, but I am now flying. Get my main hammer out and... there we go, did it again. Hang on, just round here, and... are you going to be the bigger problem? It's possible you are, so okay. It's time to be completely, 100% resistant to magic, I'd say. Get this on. Beautiful. And now, weapons out, straight through. Okay, what are you going to do to me? I mean, honestly, you're just summoning, aren't you? You know what? Clever strategy. Whatever she did next, I resisted it. Her summon disappears. Job done. Right. Now were you the big deal and... the Staff of Magnus. And okay, it's possible she was thinking roughly the same thing as me, which is, well, actually, I was thinking of magic resistance. Spell absorption, up to 50 points for 60 seconds. The one thing better than resisting magic would just be saying straight up, hey, that's my mana now, and then casting it straight back at them. And actually, that only weighs 10. Like, that's a cocky bargain. That is beautiful. So, okay, don't need any of the rest of this, I don't think. Weapons away. Beautiful. And, okay, that explains all of the, you know, summons around. Also, I did like your, you know, big evil wizard lair. That was pretty good, where the only way to get up to it is, yes, to be able to levitate by the looks of it. Very House Telvanni. Oh, I tell you what, that looks pretty snazzy, actually. I like that, and, I mean, okay, it's not exactly a warhammer, but in general, staffs have a terrible, terrible damage, like, up to 15. For a staff, that's actually pretty good. Also, just looking at this for a second. So the staff can be up to 50% spell absorption. The Frost Eater robe I picked up long ago, though I picked it up for, you know, the Resist Frost in case of Frost Atronax. Spell absorption on that is up to 30 points. And there was also a, hang on, yes, the amulet we got from Red Mountain. That's spell absorption up to 20. Like, if I get lucky, I could actually have a complete, perfect spell absorption here. So, oh, that could be even more sexy than resist magic. And you know what? Rhaenys isn't getting to speak to me first. No, I'm back at the guild. No. Because it was a Jira who tipped me off about this staff. And she said she didn't want it, she just wanted to see it. So, here we go. Now she might tell you her other secrets. So Ajira knows that Vindamia Drathan has the Warlock's Ring. Ajira tells you this because Ajira does not like Vindamia Drathan. She is in a sheer Badon, a cave on a small island west of the ruins of Balfell. So, okay. Even Ajira, my precious beloved Ajira, is not above occasionally saying, hey, I don't like this other mage, please go and murder them. What is it about the Mages Guild that turns everyone into a monster? This is all very peculiar, Ajira. I like you normally. Anyway, as you can clearly see, I have now got, like, the best staff in the cooking world. I'm holding a wizard staff right now, and me and you, Rhaenys, we're going to have problems. You know what? I'm not doing it. I am not committing more completely unjustified murder on Rhaenys to say so. Alright? I don't know who this bloody Aenean person is, but she probably runs an animal sanctuary that takes care of particularly cute kittens, and Rhaenys has just decided she wants her to die because Rhaenys wants everybody to cocky die. I feel like this staff is more than good enough, but if you're going to be fussy about this, Rhaenys, I will very happily pay you the 5 grand's blood money to spare Aeneen's kitten sanctuary. So there we go, wizard staff has been acquired, 5 grand has been taken away, and officially, I can now be promoted. Beautiful, I am now a wizard. This wizard staff is absolute cocky trash. Complete rubbish. Right there. Sorry, fortify unarmored by 10 points, and then levitate 1 point for 2 minutes. But it looks trash too. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. That looks badass as anything. I was wrong on that front at least. But in terms of the effect, it is nowhere near as cool as mine. Right, just dump the blood money staff down upstairs in the pile. Go back over to, you know, the staff of Magnus, the grand epic staff that will be a bigger deal in Skyrim at least, and holding that so Rhaenys understands I'm better than her, back to you for, yes, more flippy duties, and I believe the Mage's Guild has been infiltrated by a Telvanni spy. I don't cocky believe you, okay? You have cried wolf way too many times. I don't believe this for 1 cocky second, Rhaenys, so go to the guild halls in... Oh. Right, this is a bit more involved. We need to go to every guild hall to try and figure out who the Telvanni spy is. Now, admittedly, yeah. There's a good chance there is a Telvanni spy somewhere. Like, it would make sense the Telvanni would infiltrate the guild. You've probably got spies in the Telvanni as well. And when you find the spy, do not take any action. Report back to me. Okay, we'll see about that, Rhaenys. We'll flipping see. And yeah, the one person I trust in here is Ajira. And she says Rhaenys is right. Telvanni spies are everywhere, so... okay. There may well be more than one. I strongly suspect, yes, when Rhaenys wants me to find a spy... Oh. Is she going to have planted evidence somewhere so that I find the right spy that she wants got rid of? Okay, no one else around here has, yes, got anything to say on that topic, so she did say Aldrune first, didn't she? We'll start there and then, yeah, work our way around them one by one. Because, yeah, the nice thing about the Mages Guild is everybody already loves me because I've done so much work with them, so, yeah, I should be able to just walk up to people and ask, and, okay, Ajira was certain there was. Edwina, meanwhile, she seems very confident there wouldn't be, suggesting possibly, well, I feel like Edwina might be being a bit naive there, you've got to say. Okay, nothing at Caldera either, but then again, yeah, that was the one I wasn't really expecting anything from, given it is by far the smallest and least interesting guild. There's not even a quest giver here. And I feel like a spy, yes, here in the Sadrith and Morrow Mages Guild would definitely be a bit on the tricky side, given all of you seem to hang out in the same room all day every day. So that does feel like it would make it difficult for a spy to actually operate, yes. Oh, and hello, sexy. I suspect there is at least one. While Sadrith and Morrow may be the obvious target, because yeah, Telvanni are literally over the road, maybe that's a bit too obvious. I would try looking in Vivek. That's where guild decisions are actually made, so, okay. There's no evidence to support that or anything, but, yeah, maybe Sadrith Morrow is a bit too much of an obvious candidate. Okay, Trebonius, my old dear friend. Why, no, Arya, there are no Telvanni spies here, and I would know if there was. I'm the Archmage after all. Tiram Gadar, my dumber advisor, keeps an eye out for spies, and that sort of thing, so, right. Not only is, yes, Vivek the centaur of the Mages Guild, but Trebonius is an idiot who would never notice if there were spies. And he's decided to delegate the business of looking for spies to, yes, Tiram Gadar. He's been of immense assistance. He helps me see the dumber side of every decision I make, and he came with the highest credentials. I'm sure I have them somewhere around here. Yes, here we go, Arya. A letter from Akato himself. To the esteemed Archmage Trebonius, the man delivering this letter is one Tiram Gadar. Though a Dunmer, he was raised in the Imperial Province. I recommend him as an advisor on the politics of the Dunmer in Vartenfell. Sincerely, Akato. The name's not spelt right on the rights. This guy's either just a con artist, or he's broken in on behalf of the Telvanni. But then again, why would they send such an incompetent spy that he didn't even get the name right on the forged documents? However, you've got to bear in mind that yes, if this chappie here, Tiram, is in fact a Telvanni spy, I mean, I'm kind of also a Telvanni spy. Like, I'm part of House Telvanni, and I'm not enjoying some of the current leadership of the Mages Guild. Like, this guy's an idiot, Rhaenys is actively evil, Edwin is fine, Edwin or I would be okay with, like, you know, running the whole show, but... okay, my friend, let's have, you know, a nice chat about a Telvanni spy. So, okay, I'm a special advisor, you can check my credentials. I did. Those are my credentials, or what about them? They do look somewhat suspicious, I'll admit. And if you don't start making baseless accusations, I'll be forced to make a complaint to Trebonius. So, okay. He's got no excuse. There's just, you know, something dodgy going on here. Oh, hello, sexy. Right here with Trebonius, right. We can't, like, you know, further speak to Tiram to get more information out of him. But if we speak to Trebonius about the spy now, we could tell the truth. That Tiram is the spy. I'm not sure whether he even, like, you know, believe it. Or alternatively, we could pin Rhaenys as the spy. And that's just a deliciously ironic way to take her down, because she has spent this entire questline constantly saying to me, oh yeah, this person's a necromancer, this person's a spy, this person's this person's that. It's always been a lie. And what's going to finally take her down is her being accused of something she actually bloody isn't. So, oh yeah, so long, Rhaenys. Off you flipping go. And I thought she hated the Telvanni after what they did to her parents. But I have heard she was trying to intimidate a rogue Telvanni to join the guild. Tiram mentioned that the Dunmer are quite upset over some of her actions. I will have her expelled immediately and... okay. I didn't know about that first bit, but it sounds like yes. Possibly the reason that Rhaenys is a bit, you know, murdery is maybe once upon a time, yeah, some rogue mages over on the Telvanni side, they were a bit murdery towards her family first. Okay, quickly, back to Balmoral as fast as possible. I want to be the one to break the news to Rhaenys. Gosh darn it, she's already flipping gone. Meaning, technically, yes, like, there isn't really a leader here anymore. Because she was the only person who, like, you know, handed out duties and, she's gone now. Thanks to me. No one seems to mind though, everyone seems like, you know, completely okay with me, so that's nice. Still, I would say having cleaned up some corruption in the Mages Guild, and simultaneously helped the Telvanni with their plans too, how about we call it a pod there? But next time, right, I think I know where I would like to finally go and visit. You see, the funny old thing is, despite all the exploring I've done all over Colking of Vardenfell, there's been one entire city I still haven't visited even once. Good old Ebonheart. Which by the sounds of it is, yes, both the seat of Imperial power and the home of the Imperial cult too. The one faction I've basically done zero work with whatsoever, so, you know what? I can't help but be a bit curious about, yes, this one city that no one has ever asked me to go and check out in any capacity whatsoever. So, Right, next episode, we're moseying over there, we're chatting with the Imperial Legion, we're chatting with the Imperial Cult, we're figuring out what those guys are about, and if we are very, very lucky indeed, maybe we can get some awesome loot out of them too. So hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Morrowind. Thank you very much, and goodbye. So okay, I've been outwitted by a butterfly and beaten up by a fish.
Stop right there, criminal scum!
I didn't steal anything! I'm sorry, I touched the shoes while I was shoe shopping! Okay, I feel like I may have just, walked in on something. What about this person? Can we torture this person?